Hey everyone, Neil deGrasse Tyson here, but you can call me Matthew's ghostwriter for the day. We all know and love Matthew for his captivating dives into the world of mythology, and today he's taking us on a wild ride through some of the more unusual corners of ancient lore. We're talking about those head-scratching, eyebrow-raising myths that make you wonder what our ancestors were thinking. Did they really believe these stories? What inspired them? And most importantly, why are they so darn entertaining? So buckle up because we're about to explore 10 weird and unusual mythology facts you won't believe. Get ready to have your mind blown wide open. It's gonna be cosmic. You know that feeling your heart races, your palms sweat, and you're hit with an overwhelming sense of dread? Well, that feeling has a name, and it comes from a rather mischievous Greek god named Pan. Now, Pan wasn't your typical Olympian god lounging around on Mount Olympus. He preferred hanging out in the wild, playing his trusty panpipes and freaking out unsuspecting travelers. Legend has it that Pan's booming voice and sudden appearances were enough to send even the bravest souls running for the hills. Imagine strolling through the forest enjoying the peace and quiet when bam! A goat-legged god pops out of nowhere blasting eerie music on his pipes. Talk about a mood killer. It's no wonder the ancient Greeks associated Pan with sudden irrational fear. So, the next time you're feeling panicky, just remember, it could be worse. You could be face to face with the god of panic himself. Forget lions, eagles, or bears. Scotland's national animal is way more mystical. That's right, we're talking about the unicorn, a creature straight out of fairy tales and medieval tapestries. But why the unicorn? Well, in Celtic mythology, these single-horned horses were revered as symbols of purity, innocence, and power. They were even believed to possess magical healing abilities. Talk about a unicorn pharmacy. Scotland's love affair with the unicorn dates back centuries. In fact, the mythical beast has graced the royal coat of arms since the 12th century. So the next time you picture Scotland, don't just imagine bagpipes and kilts. Envision a majestic unicorn galloping through the highlands, its horns shimmering under the Scottish sun. For the Vikings, rainbows weren't just pretty meteorological phenomena. They were the Bifrost, a shimmering magical bridge connecting Midgard, the realm of humans, to Asgard, the home of the gods. Imagine that. Instead of driving over a bridge, you could just stroll across a rainbow to hang out with Odin and Thor. Of course, there was just one small catch. The Bifrost was guarded by Heimdall, a watchful god with super hearing. So unless you wanted to face his wrath, it was probably best to admire the rainbow from a safe distance. But hey, at least the Vikings had a more exciting explanation for rainbows than just refracted sunlight, right? Chapter 4. Medusa, from beauty queen to snake-haired siren. Medusa, the name alone conjures up images of snakes, stone, and pure terror. But did you know that this legendary Gorgon wasn't always a monster? In fact, she was once a beautiful maiden, renowned for her stunning looks. Tragically, Medusa's beauty caught the eye of Poseidon, the god of the sea, who decided to, shall we say, borrow her beauty in Athena's temple. Athena, being the goddess of wisdom and strategic warfare, wasn't too thrilled about this transgression. Instead of punishing Poseidon, she cursed Medusa, transforming her luscious locks into a writhing mass of venomous snakes. And if that wasn't bad enough, anyone who dared to look into Medusa's eyes was instantly turned to stone. Chapter 5. Mjolnir, Thor's hammer of worthiness. Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, is practically synonymous with the god of thunder himself. This legendary weapon wasn't just a symbol of power, it was a test of character. According to Norse mythology, only those deemed worthy could lift Mjolnir. So, what made someone worthy in the eyes of the hammer? Well, it wasn't just about brute strength. It required courage, nobility, and a strong moral compass. Basically, you had to be a pretty stand-up Asgardian to wield Mjolnir. This worthiness enchantment came in handy on numerous occasions, preventing villains and mischievous tricksters, looking at you, Loki, from getting their hands on Thor's mighty weapon. Chapter 6. Kitsune, the shape-shifting tricksters of Japan. Move over, werewolves and vampires. Japan has its own brand of shape-shifting creatures, and they're as cunning as they are captivating. We're talking about the kitsune, magical foxes with a penchant for mischief, trickery, and the occasional good deed. According to Japanese folklore, kitsune possess incredible intelligence and supernatural abilities. They can shapeshift into humans, conjure illusions, and even manipulate fire and lightning. But here's where it gets interesting. The more tails a kitsune has, the more powerful it is. They start with one tail and can grow up to 9, becoming practically godlike in their abilities. Chapter 7, Loki's 8-legged offspring, a horse of a different color. Loki, the Norse god of mischief, was known for his elaborate pranks and shape-shifting abilities. But one of his most bizarre transformations resulted in the birth of Sleipnir, the 8-legged horse. You see, Loki once transformed himself into a mare to, shall we say, distract a giant stallion. This equine escapade resulted in an unexpected pregnancy and the birth of Sleipnir, a magnificent gray horse with 8 legs. Despite his unusual parentage and appearance, Sleipnir became Odin's loyal steed, capable of galloping across land, sea, and even the sky. Talk about a smooth ride. Chapter 8. The Phoenix Rising from the Ashes of Legend. The phoenix, a mythical bird engulfed in flames, only to rise again from its own ashes. This enduring symbol of rebirth, renewal, and second chances has captivated cultures for centuries. But what's the story behind this fiery fowl? Well, according to legend, the phoenix lived for hundreds, even thousands of years. As its life neared its end, it would build a nest of aromatic herbs and spices, set itself ablaze, and be reborn from the ashes, young and vibrant. The phoenix's ability to cheat death and emerge stronger than ever has made it a powerful metaphor for overcoming adversity, embracing change, and finding hope even in the darkest of times. Chapter 9. Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent god of the Aztecs. Move over, dragons and griffins. The Aztecs had their own awe-inspiring mythical creature, and it was a unique blend of serpent and bird. We're talking about Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent, a deity of paramount importance in Aztec mythology. Quetzalcoatl was associated with wind, wisdom, life, and learning. He was believed to have played a crucial role in creating humanity and giving them the gift of language. Depicted as a serpent adorned with resplendent feathers, Quetzalcoatl represented the fusion of heaven and earth, the spiritual and the physical. His image graced temples and codices, a testament to his significance in Aztec culture. Chapter 10. The Kraken Terror of the Deep. Ah, the Kraken, the ultimate sea monster, striking fear into the hearts of sailors for centuries. This legendary creature, said to lurk in the depths off the coasts of Norway and Greenland, was the stuff of nightmares. Imagine a colossal cephalopod, larger than any ship, with tentacles capable of dragging entire vessels to their doom. That's the Kraken, a terrifying testament to the power and mystery of the ocean. While the Kraken might seem like a product of overactive imaginations, some believe it was inspired by real-life encounters with giant squid, creatures that can grow to astonishing sizes. Outro. Keep exploring the myths and legends. And there you have it, 10 weird, wonderful, and slightly unbelievable mythology facts that prove the ancients had some seriously creative imaginations. From panic-inducing gods to 8-legged horses, we've journeyed through a world of mythical creatures, divine interventions, and cautionary tales. So, which fact blew your mind the most? Was it Loki's unusual parenting skills? Or maybe the Vikings' rainbow bridge to Asgard? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more mind-expanding content. Until next time, keep exploring the cosmos of mythology. It's a universe full of wonder, just waiting to be discovered.